Welcome to This Commerce Life. We are an unscripted podcast dedicated to small businesses and entrepreneurs in the retail and consumer packaged goods space in Canada and the United States.
I am Phil Chang, co-host and co-founder.
And I'm Kenny Vanucci, co-host and co-founder of This Commerce Life.
Our love is the journey to retail, and our passion is sharing that with you every week.
Ooh, he's got a fancy new...
That's his logo.
Is it?
Well,
That's
it's not
cool.
It's not his brain. It's someone's
That's
brain.
cool.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Holy, look at the white in
You
that
know,
beard.
I just wanted to look a little bit more professional. I'm ready for people to take me seriously.
When?
Now, this is
Oh,
now.
that's right now.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
like a
Phil,
new thing.
stop fooling around.
This is a new thing. I'm like, guys, listen. I'm a serious person. How you guys doing?
Good. Was
Good.
that your brain that was on the abacus?
That's this is kind of like it's kind of like a digital vagina. I like to
Okay.
think,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
that's
So
what-
not your
I-
brain.
So not
Yeah,
your
yeah.
brain.
yeah. I went with like a yeah. But
Right.
hey, I got some merch now. Finally, I got to send.
I
you.
was gonna say,
That's
but
awesome.
it's on your hat too. Now look at you.
Yeah.
I got, bro, we're merching up over here, bro.
Yeah,
It's been a while. I got you a black one. I got you and Phil one right here. Look.
Oh,
Boom.
awesome!
There you
I'm beginning to take you seriously.
I'm all over that.
I feel like
See,
you're
like now-
serious about this
now
stuff
you're-
now.
now
So,
you're
you
serious,
know,
yeah.
like, wow.
Wow, look at you, all grown up.
How's it going, guys?
Good. How are you?
It's good,
Amazing.
man. It's good.
How are the
Yeah,
kids?
things are good. Yeah.
Kids are good. Kids are good.
Yeah.
They're growing.
Yeah.
The older one is definitely popping in size, eh?
Monster. He's in a different league. He's like they moved him into like the 6-year-old soccer class with
That's
the
awesome.
the 4-year-olds were like not getting fair shot at kicking the ball anymore.
Starting to
Um,
smoke the 4-year-olds. That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
I need a headset. Do I need a headset?
Nah.
No,
Okay.
We just
I
do
need it because I can't
look
hear too
fancy.
good anymore.
Yeah. You're making me
Yeah.
jealous.
Well, you
Um,
can get one. I'm sure by the time you get it, you'll even beat the techie in the up corner here.
it just doesn't
No,
work.
I feel like we should have
This
been
one's a
more
techie
prepared for you.
too.
We should have put on some VR headsets or something.
know
No, they
You
make
know?
me dizzy.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Like,
think we
yeah.
should have.
No, Steve tried to make me wear them one time. I got scared. I couldn't go to the edge of the. It made me dizzy.
I got some new shit you got to see, dude. I got some like new cool
Really?
shit you got to see. Yeah.
Okay, I'll come down.
I
one
mean,
day.
aside from like some of our own products, some of our new stuff. If you want to see the number one item that's been popping right now, this is like,
Yeah, bring it on.
check this out. This is check out how badass this
I
is.
love
right?
the dinosaurs, man.
Dude.
Virtual reality dinosaurs.
It's a rigid 300 like some pound
Wow.
gray board. Okay,
That's
it's like
Yeah.
literally,
awesome.
it sits on the book table like Costco or Sam's Club, right?
Yeah.
And then you open it like this, and like look for the first time.
Whoa.
You could see like our whole book content and like
Oh,
flip
that's
through
fantastic.
all of our stuff for the first
Oh
time.
my
It's
God.
got like the goggles, the chisel, rock and all that. And like it's a DK, partnership with DK Books.
Yeah.
Right?
Wow,
And how badass is that, dude? Like
I love that.
so
That's
sick.
so cool.
I mean,
We're doing-
dinosaurs to me, I think we talked about it in New York that time. To me, dinosaurs is the best. That's awesome. Oh, human body, that's pretty
Wait,
sick,
where
too.
do I where can I get? I'm skipping
Phil
way
wants
ahead,
to
I
buy.
think, but yeah, where I don't care about the kids. I want that for me, man.
Your
Screw
guys'
the kids.
your guys' copies are on me, but they're going to be at this whole range. There's 4 of them. They're going to be at Indigo, everywhere. Hopefully everywhere. But
Okay.
it's year of the dino. They brought the whole cast back from 1995, like the new Jurassic Park movie. It's about I've never had more calls. Walmart like full.
Who doesn't like dinosaurs?
I know. And I feel like the older you get, the more you appreciate.
The more you like them because
Yeah.
they were amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's awesome. So you've got 4 in the new series?
Yeah, there's that, and then there's a
Wow.
World Atlas, and then there's a Galaxy one.
So
Right.
the glasses inside them, are they 3D glasses? Is that
No,
what they are? Are
like,
they?
they're VR.
they're actually
goggles.
VR.
It's just a
Okay.
holder, right?
It's just
Yeah.
a whole. It's just that. It's
Yeah,
just a
yeah,
whole.
yeah.
Yeah, you're basically
Right.
putting your phone in,
Yeah.
and then when you look at any page you look
Yeah.
at,
Yeah.
the app will know what page
Got
it
it.
is. It's like
Got
a
it.
QR code.
Got
It's like it recognizes the content. It'll load you.
Those are so
Pre-
cool, though.
present you that. Dude,
All I
it's
got
just
is
a-
I got the cardboard stuff still.
it's just a giftability of like
Yeah,
this
yeah,
box.
I
You know,
love it.
to like open and be able
Yeah.
to see, you know, this one's
Yeah,
got this all the
yeah,
goggles with a human body
Yeah,
to
yeah,
assemble.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the book content is just like out of this world. You know, like look
So
at
what do
these
you do? Do you
graphics,
take
dude.
do you take the body apart? Like, do you like
Yeah,
deconstruct it kind of
Yeah,
thing?
the whole human model that you
That's
deconstruct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
See, I
Yeah.
need that for me and not my kids, right? Because my kids will look at that and go, "Dad doesn't look like that at all," right?
Yeah.
Like,
This is like a unisex thing too. It's
where's
like,
the
you know,
extra belly? You know, like there's no.
Yeah, it's a, whatever.
Dude, dad bods are hot right now. Like
Yeah,
we're making a
sure.
comeback.
We're making a comeback, are we? Wow.
Seriously, I can't even leave the
I'm
house.
overachieving on the
Yeah.
dad bod.
Yeah, but you were always like that. Like you're
just
in a league of your own.
Getting
right?
swarmed by the dad bod. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah, I'm sure you are. Like you're just out of control.
one extra poutine goes a long way.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Oh, man.
so what's going on? What's going on in your guys' life in the ecosystem of?
Hang on one second. Like, we should tell everybody. So we have Steve Rad on from Abacus Brands. We're excited to have him back. We had him on, I think last year or the year before last.
Oh man, it was at least two.
It was.
I would say 20. I think COVID was
yeah.
just
Yeah, it might have been just starting.
like
It
I don't
was
think
at
we
least
did
2 years ago.
COVID Christmas. The first COVID Christmas. I don't
Anyway,
think
it
we
was a
were there
long
yet.
time
It was a
ago
long
we
time
had you
ago.
on. But like
After you, man, the
know,
show went crazy. Holy shit, down was like
yeah,
mental.
Yeah.
Make you feel good?
Did it?
I don't know. I just want to make you feel good.
No, but things in our world are good. Like we're the podcast is picking up
It's
new
fun.
listeners. We're going
Yeah.
out to CHFA this weekend. We're going to do the show live. You know,
Nice.
there's
Yeah.
kind of like
Thanks for having me
it's
on.
really fun. Yeah.
You know, thanks for having me back. I must have done a decent job last time.
No,
You did a great job
are you
last time.
kidding?
I
It was
just
a
like-
great episode
I
last
like
time.
listen
Yeah.
because I told Phil I was
Yeah.
watching, because you know me. I always check to see what you're doing. I'm either like I check the kids out on usually Instagram,
Yeah.
and then because I'm just curious what the fam's doing. Never
Yeah.
see the wife though, just the kids, which is
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And then I on LinkedIn I'll follow all the Abacus stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I told Phil, I said he's got some cool shit going, and like Bill Nye's all over it, like more
Yeah.
than I, because it
Yeah.
started off a little slow, not slow with him, but now all of a sudden he's like there. It's like okay, we should have him back
First of
on.
all, can we just
Yeah.
talk about how Bill Nye all of a sudden has like 50,000 like gigs? Like what? Like, you know, like he was like,
You know why? Because science is fucking cool
No,
right now.
but hey, listen,
And
Bill
Nye's
Nye.
cool.
Bill Nye also made a comeback on the Big Bang Theory, right?
Absolutely.
That's
Because
true.
he was on Big Bang, and then everyone went, "Oh shit, we remember that dude,"
That's
right?
true.
And then that's what
Well,
I
science
think.
is cool
I
again.
So it
think
STEM
wasn't
is
me.
big.
You're saying it wasn't me. It wasn't like the Bill Nye VR.
No,
science kid.
they got him on the show because of you.
Right.
That's
what I
how it
thought,
works,
too.
right?
Even
So
though they were off the air,
When
2
you're an
years
early
already, it's
innovator,
probably
you're ahead of
that.
the pack. You just you
Right.
need
Right.
you do the work, and then somebody popular,
Right.
and then there it goes.
STEM
I
is
have this
hot.
kicking around. I wanted to show you this too. This is the
Oh, wow.
this is
Wow.
old school, man. It's like
those
it's
are
old
still
school.
those
It's
are
like-
still a thing.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know how much money we would save if we replaced this like serious
cool-
whatever
yeah, yeah.
goggle
With one of
like,
these?
that
Yeah.
cardboard goggle? Like
Yeah.
I would actually be like, you know, making money. You know what I mean?
Why don't you do that?
I'd be able to
I hear
afford
you.
a house.
Why don't you
Yeah,
do that?
yeah.
Make it. It's a sustainable
Yeah.
play.
But you know, that's like our thing, you know, like it's like our trademark thing is like having a cool goggle that's like, you know, that you can, you know, keep for other things. And, you know, it's like a dope viewer.
Okay, here, ready for the idea. So
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
you're right, and no on. Now that was a no. So
Right.
what you're going to do in the next one, because Phil and I are all over, and we're doing a shitty job at it, but we're trying. You're going to do like sort of the 100-mile from home sustainability, learn how to save my planet, and do the cardboard goggle thing.
Didn't you didn't you pitch me an idea about like a VR, like a whole kit or book about like chores or like kids being able to do? I think you were like in a period in your life where your
Yeah,
kids were
but
fucking shit up.
that would be a Kenny thing.
Yeah, it was like something about like how to like
Probably the
do-
dishwasher.
Yeah, how to do the dishes.
you know
How
what,
to
you-
make
you know what, you know what, though?
espresso
How to
and-
change light bulbs, like
You know
all
what?
that shit.
You do stuff like that, everyday normal things that nobody knows how to do anymore.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you get people doing it. Every no one would buy that for the grandchildren.
Yeah,
But the grandchildren
yeah,
watching us is not relevant.
yeah, yeah. That's true. I
I mean,
mean,
think about it. Why'd you do baking and the cooking? Is
Well, we're
because
doing-
it's good for them to learn
Yep.
that, because
Yep.
it's a good skill set.
Yeah,
Boys and girls, men and women should cook and bake. You know why?
Yep.
It's good.
Yep. Yep.
It just should do it. Why not?
No, the cooking and baking thing's on fire. That's a hit, and that one just
Yeah.
got picked up like in Japan and Spain and some of our international distributors. I mean, it's got the MasterChef,
Yeah,
brand
yeah,
and
yeah.
logo on it.
I love that one.
That helps. That one's really sweet. But like a practicality. I mean, we're doing a survival one where like you do,
I like
you
that.
know,
Like a naked and
knots.
afraid sort of thing.
Yeah. Like
I
you
like
do
that.
like you do like knots and how to start a fire and like shelter and like which bugs you
Yeah.
can eat and like
Yeah,
if
yeah.
it hits
You
the
know,
fan.
I think that's
you know?
awesome. I
Yeah.
think stuff like that is cool. I'm serious on sustainability or things like that because Phil and I we've had guests on because we're trying to get into this and we're realizing what packaging they tell you that you can all do the stuff and yet there's no facilities to do the stuff.
Yeah.
So you're recycling, but it's going nowhere. Then you're trying to figure out, well, I should try to eat more fruit and meats and whatever there's close to home, local butchers, local gardeners, whatever.
Yeah.
But how do you
Yeah.
do that? And it's not as easy as you think. Trust me, we've looked and I mean, if Phil stops buying his clothes normally, he's only got socks left. Because that's all he can find that's sustainable.
I said that I would stop buying clothes if I couldn't figure out until I found sustainable way to buy clothes, right? So thank God I don't need clothes right now. I like
And a
literally
dad body
all
is
I've been
only
able to
in
buy
theory, not in
socks.
practice. Nobody wants to see Phil just in
I
socks.
don't know. I bought track pants from
thank
Ten
Christ.
Tree. Yeah. But that's it, right?
Yeah.
So I got socks and sweatpants. That's it.
All right, I could do the sustainable. Okay, I could do something.
Well, then you know what? Then you can do your cardboard thing. Now you can make
You know
some
what
money
we're
on that kit.
Let me blow your mind right now. We're doing a sensory thing as an exclusive deal with Walmart on an autism sensory cerebral engagement tool kit series range. Other adjectives that probably would make sense, but it's like basically like all the coolest shit that you can imagine in a box from the hand tornado, that creates like a sensory.
Why do you have that? That's so cool. Why do you have that just sitting around like that?
This is part of that autism kind of like Asperger's, kit, but it's like a lot of like gels and glues and slime.
But that is really cool.
And like
Yeah, that's
VR,
really cool.
like it's like for that market, and it's an exclusive thing we're doing with Walmart.
Why would Walmart do that?
They have a unique interest. There was somebody involved in their team that had a unique interest. That was a kind of a passion project for them, and
I'm not criticizing Walmart. I think that's
wickedly cool.
I thought I would.
they wanted the partner. I mean, I said
That's
something in
fantastic.
a conversation. Yeah, that made sense. That struck a chord with someone, and they wanted to participate in it with us, and we thought it was a beautiful relationship.
I think that's
to be able to-
fantastic. I mean, look how many people are going to see that. Look how many families you actually might be able to help
Yeah,
with that. Because honestly, Walmart's
awesome.
priced right. It's got distribution. I mean,
100%.
wow.
I'm over the moon. I'm over the moon that they are wanting to participate in it, have a word in it, and be able to, bring something to the table in the sense of just development. And then of course, yes, like you're talking about the global reach of putting it out in the market. So
That's insanity.
very, very pumped.
When's that
Anyway,
coming out?
We're aiming for probably spring. Like it might soft launch sooner, but next spring it'll hit the
Wow.
market. Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah,
Wow,
thanks.
you're
for
cooking,
you.
man.
He's always
You
cooking.
are
We're
cooking.
having fun. So we're gonna make money one day, but for
Yeah.
now I'm just having a blast. I'm just like pissing away like every dollar, like, just
$1 in, $1.10 out.
Like,
$1 in, $1.10 out.
I came from the movie industry, right? I was just like, okay, it's just called art.
Yeah.
So we're just call it art. We're just
No,
making
you
another
build it and it'll come.
next
It was
art-
in the
my
movies.
next art piece.
That's
Yeah.
my next project.
No, the
My next
movie
art
said
piece.
that, right? You build it and they'll come. So yeah, I got it. Like,
Hey, they're building it too. Now they're building
Yeah.
a new one. And
Yeah.
people will still come to that one too.
Yeah.
Building a new Field of Dreams.
no, they're
That's great.
not.
Yeah, they are. So on the
Are they?
news the other day, they're building a
Really?
whole theme park or something. There are 10 fields. Or
Oh,
something.
come on.
Where?
Where? In the middle of Idaho?
I don't know.
Was it
I didn't
Idaho
look.
or
Whatever,
it
somewhere.
was potato country? Potato and wheat country somewhere.
They just need a little bit of land. We're not sending potash to the States anyway, so nobody's going to be growing anything. So lots
Are you
of
talking
land
about
open.
the actual Field of Dreams set?
They buried that a couple years ago.
Did they?
Yeah, it was. They
Really?
had it and existed for quite a while, and I think they finally. I
What
don't
did
know
they
why.
do? They built a condo on it.
Who
something.
probably? I don't know. I cry every time I see that movie. I love that movie.
Aw.
It's a nice movie.
It's
So
a nice
listen,
movie.
from a VR perspective, guys,
Yeah.
I don't know how far you've been digging in and what you've been doing,
Yeah.
but
We waited for you to tell us.
man, it's like we are about to go so down deep,
Yeah,
down
crazy.
the rabbit hole
crazy rabbit hole.
of the meta nerd verse.
Yeah.
You know, it's like holy shit. Like, you know,
Okay, so where's it going?
dude, it's like
But so
Yeah,
Buddy, remember who you're talking to?
maybe you can.
I don't know. Where's it
so
going?
so I
don't
think you
even
got to
know- I
make
don't
some
even know.
sense of this, right? Like, because I'm starting to read stuff like people are investing. Like, so I've seen people get married in the metaverse. I've seen people like now, like
I mean, yeah.
celebs, for example, they're taking out commercial space, like their space in the metaverse. Like and like, you know, so you'd think it's a metaverse, so I can go there and
Yeah.
get married and it should be cheap, but it's not cheap because they're paying people to build them
yeah,
their
yeah.
dream
I mean,
like
listen, you
wedding meta wedding.
yeah.
I'm not joking, Kenny. Like, I'm talking
I better
like
get a-
we're
I
talking
better get a
like
fucking
more
meta
money
cocktail.
than you would spend on your wedding in real life, right? Like,
I want a meta
Not me.
Negroni.
yeah,
Not me.
yeah. I want a meta money tree is what
Yeah,
I want.
meta. Open me up with a meta Negroni.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll meta Negroni, meta
Yeah.
pasta.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, look, the metaverse, which is a word that's going to be really soon overused and just super obnoxious.
Yeah.
But
I already
it's,
feel it is now.
it's equivalent to the word internet. It's equivalent to the word
Yeah.
internet, right?
Yeah.
The metaverse is like a 3D, you know, virtual reality, immersive internet, right? So just like when the internet came out and people, you know, Louis Vuitton built a website, they're going to build a, you know, an immersive store for you to walk through, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, and there's all these platforms at the moment, you know, which are equivalent to what I would say equate to like where Prodigy was and where AOL was when they're like, we're
Yeah.
the platform that's going to
Right.
give you
Yeah.
access to the internet, right?
Yeah.
So soon all those will be gone and it'll prevail itself as a unified, you know, immersive space. And that's the metaverse. That's Web 3.0. That's, you know, like living inside. It's like going inside the fucking website. Like now I'm like, you know, before I used to like scroll my mouse, and now I'm just like let's just go inside let's go inside it, right? So I'm like inside the internet now. So
I can't
everything
do this.
everything that was there before, what started as like, you know, chat rooms and let me just
Yeah.
like chat became, you know, like FaceTime.
Yeah.
And now it's like fucking let's just like
Yeah.
go in the motherfucker. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and let's just like walk around, be like, hey, what's up,
Yeah.
dude? You know, like, you know,
Yeah.
so you know, that's it, man. So it's just the next layer of all that. And basically everything as you know it today will just you'll be inside it. So that's it. You know, there's your metaverse, right? So
So what happens
yes.
to reality? We lose that. So we're never gonna go out again. I'm just gonna meet you online,
I
hang
don't
on the
think so,
bar.
man. I don't think so. My gut tells me that, you know, you're gonna get bored in half an hour and be like, okay, let me go back to doing the cool shit I was doing. But I mean, yeah, there is the threat of like, you know, the kids that will get addicted early or will get, you know, so down the rabbit hole that will become life for them, right? Just like today's you know, kids that are, you know, Instagram is life, and that's what they know as real world. That'll happen on a deeper, more
Yeah, for sure.
more
For sure.
cerebral. I mean, I don't know if you've seen porn yet in VR. I don't know if you had the
No.
privilege of seeing VR porn yet, but the first
Buddy, I
time,
couldn't even do the stupid game you showed me. How am I gonna do that?
buddy, the first time I saw VR porn,
Wait, he showed you a porn game?
No, he showed me a
No,
normal
no,
game,
I'm
but I
talking
got to
about-
the edge. I thought I was gonna fall down, and I was.
See, he was like,
busy.
whoa, 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 whoa,
Oh,
whoa!
easy,
I don't, dude.
I
We
wish I
haven't
had
launched that
access to
division yet.
porn-
That's
porn
next
games.
year.
He made me do a thing.
Yeah.
I had to fly around on a back.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Walk it back.
Yeah,
No, I got
yeah,
dizzy. I couldn't do
yeah.
it.
Yeah, no, but like the first time you actually see VR porn is when you have that aha moment of like, oh shit, like the next generation could be really
Mhm.
really fucked. They could be really like a lot of people will be really ultimately affected and hurt because of the immersive nature and the value
Yeah,
that
yeah.
it's good. The,
Yeah,
like
that makes
with
sense.
the dopamine that it releases from being able to, you know, be, you know, like so you got like, you know, people, chicks.
You
coming
got
from
so
different-
much shit
like,
going
who's
around,
this
man.
chick? Oh, you brought your friend? You know, like look
Yeah,
at
yeah,
like,
yeah.
people coming from, you know, it's like what is
Yeah.
happening, right?
Oh,
So it's like such a next level thing that it's almost worrisome as a dad. You know, you're like, oh,
I
my
get
God.
it.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
the
not a real
consumer-
experience.
consumer
How do
behavior
you?
is like really
Well,
gonna.
and then you
Yeah.
can start picturing all the people, you know, once the, you know, because they do it now, like how they transpose
Yeah.
faces and bodies, and pretty soon, who knows who's in these?
Yeah,
Fam,
bro.
you're gonna walk in and thinking,
Bro.
"Holy shit, what the
It's-
hell is this?
it's-
I know that person."
And again, this is like 3 years ago when I saw that for the first time, and then you know what's happened since then has been even more impressive
I
and
bet.
crazy, right? So anyway, like we're at now a place where you're, you know, building worlds, and you're basically everyone's going to become an engineer. You can go in on a micro scale and just draw cool, like you could build a cathedral, let's say, and then with 2 clicks of a button, it'll go full scale. You're in it. You could walk around that cathedral. You could buy art if you want to and place it in your cathedral. You could do whatever you want, create and build and buy and license and do whatever you want in this world that you can build. Honestly, like literally when you're building, it's like you're building, like imagine how sick of a drawing you can draw right here, tiny, right? And then just be like, pop, and then you're in line, like you're in it. That's how easy they make it, right? So then it's like, walk around it, have a drink in it, get married in it, have sex in it, whatever you're gonna do in that space. It's like a free for all. It's like literally a gong show. But how it's gonna get monetized is, of course, you could buy something there, and it shows up to your house same day, right? So imagine Amazon's metaverse when that goes live. Imagine being in Amazon.
So we're gonna walk the warehouse.
Store. Yeah, imagine when everything's mapped to your body. Like imagine when things are, I can
try
map
stuff
on.
Yeah.
Try stuff on, see it in the mirror right there, and it's your body, and it shows up to your house same day. I don't like it, send it back. Whatever. It's like anything goes.
Your house, right? You think like IKEA is doing some of this stuff where you can draw the house and kind of see how things look.
Sure. Well, that's already now. Yeah.
But now like that's just like 3D on a on a monitor, right? But you can do this now in VR. All of a sudden, you are in your living room, right? So imagine,
I can move my chair around for you. Okay, I don't like it there.
Imagine you just went, okay, so I don't like my house the way it is. What do I want to do with it?
Yep.
Boop, 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 boop. You just spent 20 grand on furniture, and it's all coming tomorrow. So good luck to you.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because like when you say 20 grand on furniture, you can also spend that 20 grand via crypto in the app or in the space, right? And do whatever you want. You can earn, like what we're building right now as the Abacus metaverse is, you're going to be able to, kids will be able to come in and learn. And by learning or doing puzzles or games or doing something, educational, we'll be able to tokenize that for them. So they'll be able to earn cryptocurrency or a monetary value, awesome. Whether it's actual currency or a badge or whatever, they'll be able to come into our space and commercial websites will do this in a deeper way. Come in and have a look around the, whatever Tommy Hilfiger store, and we'll give you 3 tokens.
Right.
So you'll be able to tokenize all this, browsing, learning in a way where then just coming in your space, I got to earn something, and now I get to go out to whatever other space that I want to and spend that money, right? And do on the things that I love, right? So it's like baiting you into like, to earn.
But think of that, the research value you can get. Like we've gone from it took you 6 months to figure out what a focus group wants, right? To like being able to 100%. Survey shit online. 100%. And now in the metaverse, you could just stand on a sidewalk and advertise, like, come in here, tell me what you think, I'll give you a token.
100%.
Like, take you 30 seconds of your time, but you'd walk away with like 10,000 opinions on something.
You just gave me a crazy idea.
It's just amazing, right? Like,
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see the brain working on your hat.
His brain's always
running.
Inspiring.
Yeah. You need a brain that like it rotates or fires like a little.
I need a fucking assistant is what I need.
Haven't you figured that out yet?
I need some help.
We'll help you out.
I don't
know.
No, we make bad assistants. You really shouldn't trust either of us to.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a good.
Like if you said write that down, we'd be like, he'll do it. Kenny will do it, and Kenny would be like, Phil will do it, and then you'd be like, guys, what the fuck, down. Right? Like,
yeah. That's it, man. That's the whole craze of the metaverse. We'll see how this shit crumbles. I feel like it's gonna, this whole NFT craze of people, spending whatever hundreds of thousands or millions on like a picture of a ape smoking a cigar, whatever, bro. I think it's all fluff and bullshit. There's a whole market right now that's building a hype. It's going to be like when .com and whatever, had that initial launch and crash, and it'll stabilize. Some big victors will come out on top and be the platforms that are going to be
the next Google or eBay or whoever, Apple, whoever's going to be.
Those guys will emerge. Yep, and then we'll ride it from there. But it's like how how cool is it gonna? I mean, look, eventually everyone has to have a goggle, right? Everyone has to have a goggle or glasses or eyewear of sorts to be inside, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's the, otherwise, the dope art that I bought for 20 grand
Can't
is
see
not
it.
worth a shit if
Yeah.
the girl I'm trying to bang doesn't have a fucking
Yep.
goggle.
Yep.
If she doesn't even have the goggle to go in and see my shit, what's the point, right? So, but yeah,
I
that's
still don't
where-
understand. I still don't get all that shit though. So it's all virtual shit. What would you buy? What am
No,
I?
mean,
man, like,
you're
but
buying
here,
you're buying an asset that there's only
Yeah.
one of.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're buying something that there's only whatever, it's a limited, value.
I get,
Which is dope if the
I get
artist is
manufactured rarity,
Yeah.
but that's as a
Yeah.
collector, that's my fundamental problem with it. There's
I mean-
manufactured rarity, and then there's rarity based on things that make it rare.
But it is manufactured rarity. It's manufactured in a digital format, and it's rare because it can't be fungled,
Yeah.
right? It can't be messed
Yeah.
with. So
Yeah.
so again, the NFT thing right now for art, it's just like we're just scratching the surface on the way it's being used. Like this is not the way it's
Yeah.
supposed to be, or will it'll be used when when artists put out a song and they get royalties on it because that token has a royalty contract for life attached to it, or
Right.
or even my house and the title on my car, whatever. It's these things will have these attached tokens and licenses and contracts to them that'll be forever tied to you if that's written in the contract that way, right?
Right.
So soon it'll be it'll make sense. The next generation is gonna fucking crush, man. I wish I was born like 25 years later. You know what I mean? Like I wish I could just like freeze myself right now and just be like, let me come back in 2000.
It's
Wow.
we've come so far though, like our gen. Like we're not digitally native, right? We're barely even electronic native.
Our gen's not. For
You
sure.
know,
Your,
but-
your origin is
you
not.
know.
Not, no.
Yours-
Well, listen, we didn't have anything. No, but listen,
I'm with you,
we
Steve.
didn't have our
That's
first.
right,
you're
Kenny.
me. I'll take
Steve's,
yeah.
Steve,
Yeah.
he's right behind me.
No, I'll
just
take
so we're
Phil.
all clear.
I'm taking Phil. I'm taking Phil.
You take Phil.
I'm taking Phil.
We didn't have a computer until we were married,
Yeah.
25, 26 years old. That was the first
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Didn't
yeah.
have a first phone until 2009.
Yeah.
By 2009, I'm over 40.
Bro, I
You
remember.
know what I mean? Like, it never
Yeah,
had.
yeah.
Who had
Yeah.
this shit?
Yeah.
We didn't
Yeah.
grow up with this.
Yeah.
Totally. When I watch kids now, that's why I throw this stuff at the kids.
Yeah.
Because if I throw it to them, they
Yeah.
grew up with this shit. I never
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Right. So a lot of it I still look at. I mean, I get it, but it's not, doesn't, I'd rather
You know,
collect cards.
but
I'd do
even your
other
kids, though,
things.
technically, they didn't grow up with it, right? Like your kids got it when they were in their they were
Bottom
12
line,
to
if the
15ish.
kid gets it,
by the
if
time
the
No,
kid
his-
gets
his-
it 10,
His
you
kids
can do
got
it.
it. Yeah, his kids got it way early. I mean, I was 15.
Mhm.
I was 15 when I went to like Montgomery Wards
right, right.
and like bought like my first PC.
yeah.
Hewlett Packard.
Yeah,
or
no, my
whatever.
kids had the
Yeah.
PC from birth.
yeah.
They didn't
Yeah.
have the phone,
No,
but they
Yeah.
had their
phone.
first phone. Okay, so
Yeah,
I had
yeah,
my
yeah.
first phone, my true
Right.
first phone, 2009.
Yep.
So do
Yeah.
the math. I'm 43.
Yep.
Going to Italy, and I needed an iPhone because I wanted
Yeah.
to take pictures. I wanted phone. So seriously, 43.
Yeah.
I think Harley was 10,
Yep.
Mm,
right?
mhm.
Yeah.
So by the time she's 43, I mean she's mastered it. I mean I'm still learning this shit.
Yeah.
Which is why when I talk to him, that's what we always laugh because he's in his digital cards. I'm thinking, what digital cards? If I go buy a Gretzky rookie, I know what I'm buying.
Yeah.
I know how many are out there, and there's no perceived rarity.
Yeah.
There is rarity
Yeah.
because this thing is they're done. These are old. They don't find this shit no
Yeah.
more. I don't
Yeah.
understand this
Yeah.
digital stuff.
Yeah.
Like in that terms.
Yeah.
I have a headset question. So
Yeah.
so based on where VR is now, like your normal person who's on Facebook, Instagram, etc., metaverse is still just like it's a news item, right?
Yep.
Like
yep.
for the
May-
most
maybe.
part, it hasn't hit anywhere close to mainstream. It's early adopters. Everyone's kind of
Yep.
like it's
Yep.
almost like the gold rush or the Wild Wild West at the moment,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Where do you see this going? Like, so do people go out and like should they be going out and getting like a VR headset, or do you think
I
this
mean-
is something you wait, or like
I mean, bro,
You know?
the Oculus
Yeah.
Quest 2,
Yeah.
obviously Oculus Quest 1 revolutionized the game, and that was
Yeah.
just last year's model, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like we're like in model number 2 right now from like Revolution.
yeah,
And by Revolution, I mean there was a lot of headsets out before that. The last 5 years, a lot of headsets were out, but Quest 1, gave
yeah,
you
it was the
spatial-
first truly
spatial mapping.
Yeah.
Spatial mapping. So it had
Yeah.
cameras that it could see your room and you go walk around, and if you're about to hit your furniture, it'd be like, yo, you're about to hit your furniture, right?
Yeah.
So that's what revolutionized the game.
Yeah.
So from now, it's just a race to like, you know, faster, lighter, faster, lighter, faster, lighter, faster, lighter,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Like, you know, how much more, you know, how much more higher res can it get? How much more lightweight can it get on my face? And how
It's
much
like
more
a
can it
pound
go?
on your face, right? Like
Right.
it's actually a lot. It's a
Yeah.
lot to strap on. So
But-
yeah.
But Quest 2, the white one,
Yeah.
just beat Xbox in sales for the first time
Yeah, I
over
read
holiday.
that.
So
Yeah.
that's a big deal, right?
Yeah.
That's
And
a
the fact
huge
that
deal.
the fact that they have, you know, their own, you know, app store, and it's like when iPhone
Yeah.
came out and they had their own. Remember when go look at Apple stock and watch when they blew up. It was when Apple connected to the App Store, and when all of a sudden they could sell you apps,
Right.
and Apple got
Yeah,
to
and
keep
then
you know,
everything went
whatever
crazy.
30% and give the developer 70% or whatever
Yeah.
that, you know. And it was all of a sudden like, okay, open SDK, go ahead and develop all you want for the farm. And what do you think everybody in the world is doing right now? Trying to figure out how to develop VR apps, right? What are advertisers doing? Trying to figure out how to make immersive 360 VR commercials.
Right.
You know, what's Disney doing? They're trying to figure out how to fucking put you inside Star Wars, the next
Yeah.
Star Wars movie. You forget about watching it. You're inside. You're in. You're a
You're in
character.
the gun turret of
That's
the
a
Millennium
character.
Falcon. Yeah.
See, that's
You're in,
cool.
you're in it. You're taking a. You have a role. You know. So, dude, the shit's about to get sideways on an entertainment level, bro. I'm like so pumped. You have no idea from an entertainment level. It's about to get so wild, like so wild. I have like cool little apps right now from developer friends that they send me stuff, and I let my kid play with it. And like, you know, we're like at like a campfire. There's like a little monster, and like, you know, you throw the stick, and it's like, you know, interactive and intuitive, and you know, it's like you make choices. You put this mask on, you see things differently. You're throwing fucking yo-yos. It's like so wild. It's like anything goes. There's like your like escape rooms where you're trying to defuse bombs. It's so cool. So, but anyway, the you know, the poly count is going to get higher, meaning like the, you know, resolutions. Right now, we're still dealing with, you know, if you're going to do a flight simulator app right now, you know, the city's not rendering the way it would on a PC, right?
Yeah.
It's not going to push those you know, the graphics card yet. So again, it's just like literally look at where your iPhone is. Well, look at where iPhone 2 was, and look at where iPhone 13 is, right?
Yeah.
So it's just a race of. But listen, I'm the kind of guy that I always want the newest, dopest shit. So, and because I just want the fastest one, and I'm not gonna like buy one now and then like wait for it to die in 5 years and not have the new one while everyone else had a newer one for 5 years, and then buy the next one in 5 years. And then you know, I'm just like, I'm always gonna get the next one. And I'm always gonna sell the other one or pass it down or find a way to like get myself the newest one. You know, even with my iPhone, even with like my DSLR camera, you know, when the next dope one comes out, guess what? That right there, that moment is when yours is still it has value, right? Because there's the guy below you is waiting to get the old one.
Because everybody still wants it.
Still get top dollar for your old one, and then you know, spent, let's say, $100 to get the new one. Whatever. You know what I mean? So if I can but you got to stay on top of that shit, because that's like a 3-month window or 6-month window, and then you missed it. It's like everyone's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna spring for the new one. And now you have 6 iPhones in your closet that's not worth shit. You know?
Yeah, we all have that. Yeah, I got that.
Oh wait, why are you looking at me?
You gotta move. You gotta move quickly on that Craigslist post. But yeah, man. So that's it. So to answer your question, dude, get the Oculus Quest 2,
Oculus Quest,
and then always keep trading it up and getting the next best one. But like, you know, that's the current, you know, best one on the market. Actually, the 3 is probably about to come out soon. They're probably going to announce it any moment. But it's
I couldn't get it. So I had the 1. When I talked to you, I had the 1. And then I sold it because I was going to get a 2, and then I moved a little too slow and went out of stock. Because Oculus had that, like everybody else, right? They had some shortages, and so now I'm sitting around because I think I'm going to wait for 3. Because I think it's like I've been reading, it's like around the corner. They've been saying that for like a month now, right? So
someone said something really crazy or leaked something. I don't know who, like what, how. Like they were like, you know, Facebook's coming out. Sorry, Meta. Excuse me. Mark. Excuse me, Zucks. You know, Meta's coming out. You know, with Meta's coming out with like, you know, whatever Oculus 2, and they've already announced they're really, you know, getting ready to mapping out Oculus 3. I'm like, what kind of news is this? Why would they cannibalize their own item? Or I don't know who put that news out, but anyway, there hasn't been any word on 3 yet, but it's going to be faster. and it's going to be stronger, right? But don't wait. Don't wait.
Hmm.
There you go, Phil. Don't wait. Buy the
Don't wait.
2, sell it the day after.
Get on the bus. Get on the bus, dude. I was playing
Right.
fucking poker. I was playing poker the other day with some homies in like LA and like, you know,
Yeah, it's
and
pretty weird.
whatever.
It's
Like
pretty
we
weird.
were like in Dubai.
Yeah.
We had a private room
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Dubai.
Yeah.
And like we were playing Poker Stars,
Yeah.
and we were like, you know, there's a
Yeah.
dealer that's doing the thing, and you know, there's like they're bringing drinks by, they bring
Yeah.
they light cigarettes for you, whatever, and
Yeah.
like VR, and you're like,
But the
this
problem
amazing.
is
I'm like, what
that
am I
is the
doing?
problem,
Like,
right?
I'm actually, I remember
So
actually
you're
like,
doing this.
I actually like took a deep breath. I'm like, whoa, dude, I just smoked a fake cigarette. It's wild.
Wow.
I got digitally high, baby.
I'm
Woo!
like so fake high right now. Yeah, no, it's wild. I mean, they put all these things, these little tricks in the game to just make
Yeah.
it fun. You know, like you can inflate like a donkey and put it
Yeah.
on the table. It's just weird shit. They just
That's
keep you like
hilarious.
entertained
yeah,
like
yeah.
while you're playing poker.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
But dude, it's so wild right now. Anything, it's so fun. You know, you got to just get in, and I mean, the idea spark and the idea exchange
Yeah,
that
yeah,
happens in there is just so wild because you're like, whoa, like this is what's possible. You know?
I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. Okay. All right.
Wow.
Oculus.
you go.
I'll probably wait. Quest 3's got to. It's literally
sell
going to be out, right?
No,
like
you tried. You were really good.
I tried.
I thought he was going to buy tonight.
I didn't sell
He'd
him.
use it for 2 weeks,
Yeah.
put it back in the box because he's ready to go with the stuff. Be brand
Yeah.
spanking new, get
Yeah.
top dollar, and do the 3. A little disappointed actually, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
I still might like because that's in my
Well, now
DNA,
you're just
right?
now
Like
you no now
like,
you
'cause
get
the
picked
kids-
on, and now you're just
the
doing that
kids
game.
get dizzy, right? Like because I'll buy a phone. Kenny gets dizzy, right? Because I'll buy a phone and then like
Yeah.
you know a couple of months later I like sold it, got another one, and the kid's like, "What? I thought you liked it." I was like, "I did like it, but
Yeah.
this one's really cool." Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's just you know it's the
Yeah.
way it goes, right? Like
Yeah.
you know
It's you know, it's a never ending cycle, dude. With tech, I mean, you know, this
No,
is like
you-
why
you
you know,
can't keep
this is
up.
like this is like why I lease a Tesla. I'm not gonna buy, you know, why am I, you know, the things I know the battery is gonna depreciate or
Yeah,
degrade,
yeah,
and you know, it's like
yeah,
why am
yeah.
I gonna like buy like it's like buying $100,000 iPhone.
Yeah.
Like, I know the
Right.
shit's like gonna
Keep
be
it for 6
obsolete.
months. You get the 100,000 back and buy a new one for
Yeah,
110
obsolete in like 2 years, you know. So it's like, you know,
or less,
yeah, exactly,
or less.
or less, or less.
wow,
or
dude,
less.
you got
Yeah.
some cool shit
You
going.
got a lot of
on.
shit going on as usual.
That's
Buddy.
awesome.
As
I need,
usual.
I need to bring you guys down to the office and you know, check out some of the new stuff. We have
Yeah,
like
bring it
six,
on, bring it on.
6 new Bill Nye things launching.
So Phil's coming back. Phil's here this week.
Mhm.
Coming
Yeah.
this week, but the
Mhm.
week's
Yeah.
shitty. Mid-May.
Mid-May, I'll be back. Yeah,
If you want to see,
Where are you? Where are you right now,
Toronto.
Phil?
I'm in Toronto.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got to take him, Kenny. We got to take him to Miku down the street here and get him some.
well, I'm telling you. So what we'll do
Yep.
is seriously, this week would have been perfect because we're actually downtown this weekend
Yeah.
for the CHFA.
Yep.
Right, the health food show.
Yep.
But the week's just too tight. He's
Yep.
coming back in May, and
Okay.
what we'll do seriously, we'll set a time and let's go out.
Okay, done.
Because I don't
Done.
understand you guys half the time, so I could just, you know, at least now you could talk to somebody who's going to get it,
Yeah.
and I'll just watch you guys.
Yeah. Listen.
No,
Maybe I'll
no,
be
you'll
at
get
eBay.
it. Well, you know what we should do is we should take Kenny into a poker game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that would, you know what I mean? Like, cause I get it. Like, if he's got to go in and do Ghostbusters or something, like it's gonna be funky weird shit, right?
Listen, he
But,
tried to do
but
this.
if we took him in and we played poker,
Poker, I can do.
it would be his thing, right? Because
If you,
it's
you
his
want to
thing
take me
play
to a
poker.
card
You know what
shop
I mean?
or a
Like,
coin
yeah.
shop, and I can look at that, I'm all over that.
You know what we should do?
All
That
over.
I've been, you know what we should do that I've been dying to do? We should go to on right here down on Broadway. There's in one of those, it's called Sandport or something like that, Sandlot. They have like, it's like the full VR rooms
Yep.
with like the backpack and
Yeah,
the
yeah,
VR. Like it's like
Yeah.
an open forum where you could like run around with your like gun and that like I haven't done it yet, believe it or not.
I've done a Ghostbusters version of that.
Okay, see, I
And it
haven't
was
like let's do it, dude.
Unbelievable. Like
We
unbelievable.
can see each other
Yeah.
in VR. We run around and like
Yeah.
shoot zombies and
Yeah.
shit. That sounds like a blasty blast, you know?
But Kenny, do you get?
I
Do you
think I'm
get
going to get dizzy. I get motion. I'm gonna,
yeah,
I'm gonna
if you
make
get
it.
motion sickness, you just got to get
I gotta
past the
take,
first
I gotta
couple
take
of
a
minutes.
gravel. You know what? I'll take a gravel.
No.
before
You
we start.
just gotta. It's the first 2 minutes, right? The first
Yeah.
2 minutes, you gotta teach your brain because your
Yeah.
brain will go, "Oh, everything's fucked up. Throw up," right? And if you
Right.
get past that, you're
Yeah.
good. And then
Listen.
it's like, and then
Listen.
it's just mind blowing, like how amazing it is, right?
You get motion sickness. You get motion sickness when you're doing shit that when you're sitting down.
Yeah.
Okay. And the game or character or whatever is moving. That's when you get
Yeah,
motion
yeah,
sickness,
yeah.
right? because your like brain's like, bro, like
Yeah.
my legs
Yeah.
are not moving, or like
Yeah.
I don't remember getting on this roller coaster.
Right.
How did we
Yeah.
get here? Right.
Yeah.
So these other things I'm talking about, like you're or any of the Oculus games with the spatial mapping, the power spatial mapping is you're walking, you're maneuvering, you're the one. It's literally like
Yeah.
immersive. You're running around the beam, everything's
Yeah.
mapped. Like you can see the
Yeah.
beams, you can see the people. When you duck behind something, you're really ducking behind it. You can't, you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
real, bro. It's real,
Yeah.
right? You don't
Yeah.
get dizzy in those. I'm telling you. I stand behind it.
I'll go. I'll try
Yeah.
it. If worse
It's
things
pretty.
worse, I'm just gonna take a grab all this in the corner.
It's awesome. Like it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
One of the
Yeah.
coolest
Let's
experiences.
do that. Let's
Yeah.
do that. Let's do that.
Yeah.
So that'd be fun. Cool. All right.
I still want you guys to develop one where, you know what, I want to buy an old car and I want you guys to show me how to fix it VR so I can learn there and then I can actually go do it.
Yeah, I mean, dude, they're doing that now, but it's
I
like
know they are.
actual mechanics schools are doing that. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
But I want to do
like-
mechanics. I want to do the home mechanic
Yeah.
school.
yeah, that's not fun. I can't, it's not a commercial product I can sell. Fucking trying to fix cars.
Just make one
you know?
for me. Don't give a shit about everybody else. Who cares about other
You
people?
know what I mean? Yeah, let me just develop Kenny how to
Yeah,
change
just
your
help me
oil-
out.
how to change your oil fucking
No, I don't want to do that. Other things.
$150,000 app.
Do it on the side, like a
I'll just
pet
take you-
project.
I'll just take you to Jiffy Lube and I'll have fucking, the dude that you could like go down in the thing and watch, bro. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
free.
not, but that's not virtual. Now that's real,
I'll be like,
Yeah,
yo, let me.
yeah, it's a whole
My
different.
cousin's visiting from Tuscany.
Yeah, I want you guys to
He
show me the other way.
He
Nah,
wants to watch the thing.
yeah, no.
Hey, Dave, let him touch the thing.
You gotta
Yeah.
send him. There's guys in the pharmaceutical business that do this, right? They got the VR headsets, and then
Yeah.
because what they do is when the pill machines and the manufacturing machines break down, they give you an overlay, so you actually like the piece of machinery is up, and then someone from customer service actually walks you through.
Right.
This is what's broken, so
Yeah.
then they can actually circle like this
Yeah.
is the piece you should be touching and shit like that. So that's what you want.
Yeah,
But that's
I mean,
that's pharma, man. Not
Yeah.
don't
Not cool shit with you two.
don't lasso down
Moving
Rad,
forward,
man.
bro.
Rad's running around being crazy, so
You know?
don't
I can't be
give him
Steve
vanilla
Rad.
crap. Like
we're trying to build cool shit around here, man.
Yeah.
I want to do practical shit. I'm not understanding this other shit. I want to do
You want
normal
it-
stuff.
He wants to change the timing belt in VR,
Yeah.
but you know what? For us, Kenny, we should think about this. We gotta figure out how to do a meta podcast because that'd
Yeah.
be cool. That'd be cool. Like if we had guests who came in and hung out with us,
yeah, bro.
I
in
think
a-
that would be really
you know,
sick.
in a podcast booth and fucking
That would
whatever,
be
right?
slick. Like an actual cool studio.
yeah.
to be
a
setting up-
podcast booth on the beach in Maui.
I want to be on the beach in Maui having
Easy.
a Corona and smoking a
Bro.
cigar, just watching maybe the whales out there.
Yeah.
Easy.
Do nice
Yeah.
people walk by kind
Yeah.
of thing.
We
That's
could
what I
do
want.
this. We could
That
do
I
that.
want to
We
do. So,
should-
okay, develop that.
Easy.
No, we don't
The-
need to develop that.
The
We
other-
just need to go into meta and claim it.
The other thing you can do is
All right.
is actually do your podcast,
Yeah.
like live, right? And there'll be cameras like
Yeah.
shooting it live, and then you can have people in the metaverse join and take a seat, like right
That
now,
would be
like for
cool.
example, right now, for
Yeah,
example, like there's a playoff game tonight, whatever,
Yeah.
Yeah,
not
yeah,
the
yeah.
Lakers,
Yeah.
of course,
That's
but
cool.
like there's a game going on where you could go sit right now at the front row and watch the
Yep.
game front row. There's UFC fights you can go watch live right now, right?
Yeah,
that
yeah,
are like
yeah.
happening, and
Yeah,
you could like meet a girl, like an avatar of a girl, and be like, "Yo, what's up?" Then just like make friends in there while you're watching the UFC fight,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you guys can have either a booth where you guys are avatars doing the podcast yourself, or do a live version where it's
Yeah.
actually
That would be
people
cool.
watching
Yeah.
people watching you actually
Yeah.
doing it, which is cool. Anyway, no limits,
Mm.
bro. Hey,
So Phil,
hashtag-
if we do that,
Okay.
then we can go to all the shows in retail all over the world. We don't have to leave home.
No, you never leave.
that's what we need.
No, but it's cool. Like
Kenny-
so,
Kenny
every
is
show could
He's
be
the
live
host.
somewhere, right? Every show could be live somewhere. Like it'd be really cool, actually.
Yeah,
It'd be really,
yeah.
really cool.
yeah.
Do that virtually.
Yeah.
Make some coin, and then I get to actually go somewhere and not do any of this shit.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
So let's do that.
What is
Hey,
with
you
you? You're like my uncle. He doesn't like to travel anymore. Like
I love
anyone.
traveling. No, I travel. I do all that. Virtual travel is I've done no interest. I want to travel.
Oh, okay.
Like I want to virtually put my toes in the real water with a real Corona. That's what I want.
You lost me.
But if you can get me virtually there to make the money to do that, I'm all over virtual.
Yeah.
But I want the reality.
I'm not following. But okay. I think
Just help me out, get me where I want to go. Do this podcast idea. I like this idea.
yeah.
This one I understand.
Yeah.
The other ones I
Steve
don't
Brad.
understand.
Thank
Yep.
you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, guys.
This is
A blast.
So we're
freaking
gonna hang out.
amazing.
We're gonna hang out in May. Well,
So much
you'll have a buddy. You can talk to him.
Buddy, don't threaten me with a good time. You know that whenever you're ready, I'm here. I'm
I'm in.
ready for you
I'm in.
anytime. You
Okay.
know?
Love you like a brother.
Your card blanche. Thank you, bro. Love you so much.
Take care, my friend. Love you too, man. We'll
Take care.
chat soon. Go,
Thanks.
Phil. Stay on.
Talk soon. Yeah.
Steve, we'll chat with you later.
Thank you, guys. Take care.
Ciao, man.
Cheers. Bye.
He's so
See?
cool.
Well, because he does cool shit.
love that
right?
dude.
I don't understand any of it. Like, I really don't. Like, honestly, for the most part, to be frank with you, as you know, I don't care. It's because it doesn't. It's not something that doesn't necessarily interest. I like some of it, but like all the other whatever.
But so
I do love this podcast idea.
I
Because
think
to
this
me,
podcast thing is
that
really
is
cool.
cool.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I
yeah.
would love to be able.
Yeah.
It'd be great if there was a way where we could actually attend the show without having to go, but do live podcasts. So we'd have actual a runner there potentially that's filming back, and we can actually do the podcast while that person's show us what's going on, show us the new product.
No. I think you're thinking about it the wrong way. So
Tell me what I'm thinking. Do what I want to do.
So yeah, you could do that, but that's hard. I actually think that what is cooler is like from a gathering perspective is you so the way you would do this podcast is
Or you want people to invite to come to your room.
no you would put on the goggles, we'd go
Right.
to the metaverse, and then we'd go to
I call
where
that the
our
room.
so we go to where our booth is, right?
Right.
And then you and I would plunk down, but literally we would look like this. We would
I
plunk
get
down
it.
in our seats, and then anyone who was in Metaverse could literally wander up
Yeah,
and
come
sit
join
down
us. Right.
and join us. Right. So I think that's where it's really
But that's tonight's podcast. But then there's the other one. Don't you want to be able to do the show and sort of do a different type of podcast?
but the show has to, like, we can't make the show come to us. I think that's gonna be like, look, it's a trade show. Like, trade shows are not known for their innovation.
How about
So
like a
I
conference?
don't know how many trade shows are even thinking about the metaverse right now or being
Well,
in
shouldn't
the
they be?
metaverse. 100% they should be.
Well, there you go.
100%.
So why don't we help them? Or you help them? I just go with you.
Because we've had trouble getting trade shows just to let us to embrace the idea of a podcast.
Well, not one.
So no,
See,
but
we got one
yeah,
guy
we
on
got
side.
one, but honestly, like, you and I have been at this a while, right? Like, like I've been to some like trusted partners that I've worked
No, I
with
guess
for a
that's true,
long
too.
time, and like, you don't even, it's not a, that doesn't fit with what we do. I don't understand what you're
You know why it
talking
doesn't
about.
fit? Because you're talking to
right?
people like me. You know what? I'd be looking at you thinking,
But
listen,
These
either
are the
show me
people
what you're
that
saying.
run these
I
podcasts,
get it.
right? So
I get it.
like
but
the one
those
we're
people
going
obviously
to
have other people underneath
yeah,
them who
no,
are
but
more cooler.
no, sorry, actually no. This
Really.
might be the only one so far. Actually, the two that we talked to might be the only ones so far who actually have
Get it.
people who are thinking about it.
Well,
no,
they-
one gets it. The other one hasn't gotten it yet. The other one's
well,
just
one
thinking
has
about it.
one has at least sort of the podcast idea.
Yeah,
The other one gets it, but really, it's
Sort of,
just to a
yeah.
podcast sort of level. It's
Yeah,
this
yeah.
old school.
But the other one still wants to monetize it, right? Because that's what they threw at us first was,
Because that's
hey,
all they
you could
understand,
sponsor
right?
a booth. They're like, let's just take that out. We don't make any
Yeah.
money.
But
we don't
I
make any
understood-
money, so you ain't making any
right.
money.
But
Like,
you know
we're not-
why? Because that's from our old world.
Yes, I agree.
That's
I
all
agree.
we understand.
I agree. I
But
agree.
if you talk, once we started talking, it
Yeah,
became a
she
whole
got
different
it.
story.
She got it.
So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, even though you're talking to people like me, that I was looking, say, listen, just fucking show me what you're thinking, because
Yeah.
I don't understand, and I fucking want to learn it.
But
I just want you to show me. Tell me what you're doing.
I think a trade show like that's bigger than you and I. Like I
get it.
If someone's out there, you need a Steve Rad for trade shows, right? Because they got to build, or like where some of these movie stars have gone, right? Is they've taken and put their stamp on, like, because at some point it's not the Wild Wild West, right? So the Metro Toronto Convention Center will go into the metaverse and go, what the fuck? Why does somebody else own the Metro Toronto Convention Center in the metaverse?
Well, that's but,
You know
things,
what I
but
mean?
yeah, exactly. But think about it. So if you're the first
Yeah.
guys out there and you own these things,
Yeah.
all of a sudden, why can't we could do Toy Fair? or a
Yeah,
toy fair.
but this is a little bit like Amazon's problem with brands claiming brands, right? Like brands claiming.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like who owns the brand is not a theoretical question.
Right. But I don't have to copy. Like I don't have to. I could call it
You're right.
Toys Fairsies
You're right. You're right.
or
You're right.
something like, and just
Yeah. Yeah.
people. I just start up a new toy fair in a whole
Yeah,
different
yeah,
world.
you're right. You're right. You're
There's
absolutely
no more
right. But all
booths,
I'm
there's
saying
no more
is,
shit to do.
yeah. All I'm saying is, I think that part is yet to come still, right? Is
Right, but it's not going to come from the guys who are doing the shows now. The only one who
Could
could
be.
potentially do like an ECRM, like when we talked to
Yeah.
I've lost his name.
Yeah.
When we talked to them,
Yeah,
they
what's
could
his
do
name?
it. I know, isn't that terrible? Oh my god.
I'll find his name. That's just rude because
That's just terrible.
we actually
I've
really
gone
love
blank.
the guy.
I seriously have just gone blank.
We really love the guy.
I see him every freaking day on LinkedIn, 3 times a day. Are you kidding me?
Joseph
Joseph
something.
Maron.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. It was not going to come to me.
Yeah, I know.
That's terrible. But
Oh, man.
there's just such cool. See what? Let's see again, because I come. For me, that's more practical and the stuff that I'd like to do. Like I would love to be able to do shit like that virtually. Like honestly, like if you look at old school formats, again, I know they don't do this, and it's a million years away. But you sit for 3 days at a card show, right? It'd be so much cooler if we could do shit like that virtually, quasi
Joseph
virtually.
Tarnowski.
Tarnowski.
I couldn't think of his last name. That was making me a little
Yeah,
crazy.
it wasn't coming.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. No. Listen, I understand you. I think it too. I just don't know. I think what you want is coming, but it's a long ways away.
sure. You know why it's a long ways away?
Yeah.
Because it's not fun. The
Yeah.
shit that's happening now is the stuff Steve's talking about. But that's the stuff that I have limited
Yep.
interest in because I'm not of that age. I didn't grow
Yep.
up in this. And
Yep.
it to me, yeah, okay, whatever. If I really want to play poker that bad, I'll just go to the casino.
No,
Whatever.
so to me, I think it's just more. I think the poker thing is just to get you acclimatized to, right? Because
I get it. It's
I
a
think
first
you
step, no
need
different
to-
than
yeah,
anything
yeah, yeah.
else. You
Yeah,
got to
yeah.
get into it.
Like
Plus, he's
'cause-
also got buddies that will join him because they have.
That's
who am I
part of the
gonna
problem,
call?
right? Is
Who
I
am I
don't
going to
have
call? My friends?
like I know my friends
I'm
are
the
the same,
tech
right? My
genius.
friends would be like, "Get out of here!" Just we're like, which Tim Hortons are we going to, right?
Thank
like,
you. Or we want
That's,
to play.
you
Let's go to
know,
the casino. Which one?
I know.
Because again, I don't have any of those toys.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you right now, I'm the techie of my group. Are you kidding me? Can you imagine what that group's like then?
Yeah.
So
No,
what are you going to do?
and I think that changes. Like, I also think that's where the next, you think of like the pandemic and how many things have changed. Like once we get into VR land, so imagine us and some of the work that we do, but imagine being able to do that in VR. So even the meeting that you and I had tonight,
Right.
if we did that in VR, the conversation would be almost entirely different.
Well, it's completely different because I could walk up to you
Yeah.
or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's a whole different feel. I
Yeah.
get that.
Yeah.
But see, and again, this is where again, because my mind just runs down to the worlds I know. I tell you the truth, like if I look at cards, I'll stay in shit that I know. I can't do your guys' world. I stay in cards. And if I want to start talking to young people, because let's say I know I can sell Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
If I have all these cards in front of me, live, real world live, not digital shit, real cards, real live, but I can show them in a digital world and have all these people come in and not have to be here, which is what they don't want to do anyway. And I don't have to sit in a stupid gym or arena.
Yeah.
But they could pick
Why
it
not?
up, look at it, and say, "Yeah, I'll
why
buy
not?
it," and I can ship it tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
I'm all over this like a fat cat on a smart.
But I think that's where the, like, to connect the dot, that's where the NFT stuff comes in, right? Is because then you don't ship it, you trade it.
Yeah.
Right. Like
I know,
that's where the so
right,
that's
but you're
where
still dealing with people
you
like
know,
me. I ain't trading a virtual Gretzky.
I get it.
If I don't get the card,
I
we're not
get
doing
it,
business.
But
I'm not doing
just
nothing.
remember that the kids are going to get there. The kids are going to get to a point where they go, "Cool, I like it. Give it to me right now." Because I don't want you to mail it. I don't want to get it in a week. I don't want to get it in 10
And yet,
days.
half the show was 10 to 14-year-olds walking around with a stack of cards more than I
get it. I get it.
Right in their
but,
box.
But at some
while they
point,
trade.
when they transition VR, they're going to go all VR. Like
Most
that's
likely.
that's the difference, right? So
Unless they still want to, because a lot of
Yeah.
them still like the sleeve
Yeah.
and touch the card. Like I was
Yeah, yeah,
watching
yeah.
10-year-olds who wanted to
Yeah.
show me the
Yeah.
card.
yeah,
Right? I'm thinking, okay, whatever.
yeah.
Right? Because I'm not, it's not my thing,
Yeah,
but they
yeah.
wanted to see it.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
still think there's a play for that
Yeah.
too. I mean, the whole
Yeah.
world's not, can't go digital. It can't be all
No.
virtual. I mean, what are
No,
we going to do?
It's going to be a balance.
We'll
It's
never
gonna
leave
be a
home.
balance. Yeah.
I don't
All
know
right.
that. That's interesting though.
It is. That is it for this episode. Thank you for
Maybe some
listening.
way to do this with retail too. I'm trying to figure out how to, I'm trying to see. I'm already-
100%. 100%.
As I'm going down to the, I don't
100%,
care about,
there's,
how do we
you
do
know,
this? There's got to be other ways to,
For retail, there's so many ways to do
retail would
this
be
for retail.
insane.
There's so
But just
many
showing
ways.
people, teaching people.
So,
Look at the courses we could give.
So, like, Kenny and I have been working with this group for a while, and then, just the, like, you think of just the things that we talk about how retail, like, to be retail ready, there are marketing folks that we work with that really need to go and spend time in stores.
Oh my
So imagine you could go to a store that was online and you could do some of that stuff where, like when we were buyers before, you kind of got buyer's privilege because you could walk into a store and kind of like play with the store, and the store wouldn't really get pissed at you, right? Because you're the buyer. Right?
Our
And so
stores,
if-
like I could go in and change a plan.
If you messed around with the pogs or you
Yeah,
like pulled
I
shit
could
off
do
the
that.
shelf, like stores would be like, could you please not? Fine, just put it back when you're done, right?
Right.
But like brands don't have the ability to do that. They
No.
go into the store, they more than likely
They
get kicked out, right? And so like having a virtual store online where you could go VR allows you to do, like, I think it makes you a better merchandiser, which turns you into a better retail person, which
Oh
turns
my
you
God,
into a
you
better
would,
marketer.
you would crush
now,
the live experience.
Like definitions of turns, they go away because you
Right.
can actually demonstrate what a turn is. You can start looking at retail ready packaging. You could even simulate, which takes a long time in Spaceman or whatever they use now, right? Is like to simulate a planogram and go, listen, like if I brand block, what does it look like? If I block leader,
What, do you want to do heat mapping?
if
want
I
to see
want
now?
a checkerboard,
Thank
what
you.
does that look like?
I'll
Right?
send
Like
10 goggles out, buddy, to
Yeah,
people
yeah,
that are
yeah.
normal
Yeah,
and say,
yeah,
come
yeah.
and visit my
Yeah.
store. You want to see
Please
heat
shop.
mapping on a planogram?
Please virtually shop
Just
and
walk
give
the
me
store.
feedback. Yeah,
Tell me
yeah,
what
yeah.
you think.
Go
Because I'll
buy your
follow you
shit.
now.
Yeah,
now
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
watch you walk the store.
Yeah, yeah.
Now
And
I
it's not
really know
creepy.
what you're doing.
And it's really not creepy now. So
No, it's
yeah.
totally different
Yeah,
because
yeah.
now it's
Yeah,
I'd be
yeah.
all over that. Like that,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, I love that. I just
I got to find something that I understand. I
Yeah.
don't understand your guys' world. I don't care about that other shit.
no, you understand. You just like it's
I
just
like
the
my
way
stuff.
it's just the way we went at it, right? Like we kind of like we jumped into the deep stuff right away, but we kind of needed to bring you into it a little bit more. That's all.
You guys just pick
So-
on me. Like, you guys laugh at me. It's not fun. I got feelings.
Oh, no, you
Somewhere.
don't. It's
Somewhere.
true, you don't. You don't.
Well, somewhere.
All right, Kenny.
All good.
Thank you for listening.
Oh yes, thank you everybody for listening.